Hey everybody, it's Patrick. How are you? So our laundry live is a little different this week because it isn't live, but I was flying to San Antonio. I'm here now, but I certainly wanted to answer the questions I had from this week. So I have them all written down and ready to go. And if I don't get yours this week, we'll pick it up next week because we had a bunch of them. I will tell you that, just in case you're curious, I absolutely love San Antonio. I've been here a few hours. I'm already madly in love with it. So that's kind of fun. But I want to go into the questions. The first question was sweat stains on a white cotton sport coat that has a Bimberg lining. Now, Bimberg is a type of rayon, Bimberg rayon. It's very, very fine. So if you have this sport coat that has a Bimberg lining, that's a very, very nice sport coat. And she is afraid of using the oily soap oxygen bleach with hot water because she doesn't want to use the hot water. The hot water will be fine, but I understand, and you have to work at your comfort level. So what I would tell her to do is to use spot remover like the Archipelago or Stain Solution or Levant dish soap. Any of those would work as your oily soap. Put it on the perspiration stain. She says they're on the lapel and the collar. So I'm assuming it's actually right here and right here, which would be kind of the natural place. And a white jacket you would wear in the middle of summer. So of course that makes perfect sense, right? So put the oily soap on the stain. You want to put it where it's everywhere that you have it. And then sprinkle the oxygen bleach on. And you're going to have to rub it in, and it's going to have a texture, so you're really going to have to rub it in. And then just use water as hot as you are comfortable with. If the water's not really hot, to be completely honest, I think you may have to repeat this process. But use it, like you'd wash your hands or like you'd take a bath. And you might even, I would do it at the kitchen sink so you get the force of the kitchen faucet. And, I would do it, I would let it dry, and I would repeat it. The one thing I want to make sure that you do is do not, while it's wet, put it on a wooden hanger. Men's sports coats generally always come on a wooden hanger, and that is not a good solution when it's wet. So put it on a plastic hanger, let it dry. You may have to repeat it, but it's going to come out. I'm not worried about it. And the water is not going to hurt the lining. It's not going to hurt the jacket. Just think like a bath or a little bit warmer than a bath, and you'll be just fine. You may just have to repeat it. The second question was removing mold from the rubber in the washing machine. Okay, vinegar. Just spray vinegar. You can do your 50-50 vinegar solution. To be completely honest with you, I would saturate a cloth with 100% vinegar, and I would just rub it, and it's going to rub. The mold is going to die. Vinegar will kill the mold almost immediately. And another question that I got was, can I wash my shower curtain liner, and how do I do it? The way you do it, if it's really grimy and it's really gross at the bottom and it's all mildewy, soak it in the sink in hot tap water with some oxygen bleach, and then you wash it with oxygen bleach and a smidgen of soap flakes, but mainly oxygen bleach. Just wash it in the machine, take it out, and hang it up. Just put it back on the rod and let it dry, and it'll be good to go. The next question is a white blouse that got a lipstick stain on it. And the challenge here is she has already tried a couple of other things. She's tried oily soap, she's tried oxygen bleach. The key to making this process work is you spray with vinegar and water, blot, and then scrub with a soap and a brush. And you do it that way because the vinegar and water breaks down the oil in the lipstick for the color to go away. Since she has tried these other things, she said it's got a lot better, but I think you need that 1-2 punch. You need to vinegar for the oil and then lift the color. So because she's done it a couple of times, I would do the oily soap with a little bit of oxygen bleach. I happen to know she has both of these things. Put it on, let it set, run the hot water through it, and then scrub it with soap and a brush, and I think you're going to get it out. You may have to do it a couple of times, but I think you'll get it. Oh, this is a really good question, and I get this question a lot in sort of different forms, so it's a really good one. So I'm gonna answer it. It's a gentleman. There are urine stains in primarily linen trousers, and they have been dry cleaned, and the stains did not come out. I get variations on this question all the time with trousers and incontinence. It's common. Dry cleaning just will not lift them out. You have to soak them in oxygen bleach. Oxygen bleach is completely safe on linen. Remember, it is not safe on wool. For the wool pants, you need to use ammonia, and you're going to soak them, and you're probably going to have to do it a couple of times, and then you're going to have to wash them. The linen pants, just soak in oxygen bleach and water, and then wash them. You're going to have to iron them, and they are going to have to be ironed. I mean, downside to linen, but iron them when they're slightly damp, and they'll go right back into place, and the stains will come right out. The dry cleaner didn't make the stains better, but they did not make it worse to get them out. So you'll get it. Cat urine. We kind of got a theme here. Cat urine, and this, I happen to know this was on a rug. It'll come out with oxygen bleach. What you need to do is take 2 tablespoons of oxygen bleach to a quart of water, sponge it on, let it rest, and then lift it off with clear water and then blot it dry. If you have like a little green machine or a rug extractor, go right to it. It'll come right out. Don't worry. It'll be just fine. Mom's 50-year-old sweater. This woman found it and she wants to wear it. How awesome is that? That the sweater is 50 years old and, you know, she still wants to wear it. She's just afraid to wash it. And I think that's fair because 50 years ago, you know, we didn't have the same sort of techniques that we have now. We didn't have the same yarn we have now. I would carefully, excuse me, I would carefully wash it in soap flakes and water, and I would just watch it. If it started to fade, I'd have the other side of the sink ready to go, and I'd lift it up and plunge it into cold, and it'll be just fine. Coffee on a rug. Usually, coffee on a rug will come out with just a wet towel. If you've tried that and it hasn't, what you need to do, and this is kind of a strange technique, you take take a towel with really hot water, like almost steamy hot, hot. Put it down over the stain. Just let it sit like a minute, maybe 2 minutes, not that long, and then scrub it with soap and a brush, and then use a wet towel to rinse it, and then blot it away, and it'll come right out. The hot water sort of reactivates the coffee, and it makes it work again. Another question that I got that I just want to answer is this woman just wants to know, she's just not confident washing her wool and cashmere sweaters in the washing machine. And that's okay. You know, I mean, the first time you've done it, I mean, I say in the book, and I've always said on my YouTube videos, you know your items, you know what I mean? And you know your technique and your confidence level. Don't go farther than you need to go. If you're not comfortable putting them in the washing machine, just hand wash them. Take a little bit of soap flakes, maybe, I don't know, a tablespoon, and put it in a mug with really hot water. Let them dissolve. It'll take 4 or 5 minutes. Dump that in the sink with warm water. Warm like bath temperature, warm, not hot, just warm. And wash your sweaters. The key when you do that is to rinse like the devil. I think if you wash once, you rinse twice. Rinse, 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 and then let them lay there. Don't pick them up. Don't start scrunching them. Don't roll them in a towel. All those things. Sorry, needed a drink. All those things. Don't do that. Just rinse them, let them rest, and just let them lay in the sink and drain. They can lay there as long as you want. They can lay there overnight if you want. It's fine. Let them lay there till they're damp. Lay them across a drying rack, lay them on a towel, let them finish drying. If you need to remove pills, and this woman did, use one of those volcanic things. I'm not a fan of those electric pill shavers. I'll tell you, they do work, but I've seen them cut fabric too many times. Use a stone, a sweater stone, or a sweater comb. Both are great options. They get the pills, and they're not harsh. I prefer the comb to the stone for cashmere. I prefer the stone for heavy fabrics. do that. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. One other question that I got is, if I was going to use a scented detergent, what would I use? And I think that's very fair. You know that I like unscented. I like soap, not detergent. But if I was going to use a detergent, I like lavender from the farmhouse, because it's got, the lavender is almost medicinal. It's not sweet. It really smells like you have picked a lavender plant and you have like rubbed it on your clothes, you know, and I like that. The other thing that I really, really like is Woolen Cashmere Wash from the laundress. It's cedar. I think it's very nice. And during the holidays, and honestly some other times, I wash all the blankets in the throws for the den, the living room, whatever, with Fraser Fur detergent, because I absolutely love the Fraser Fur scent. I think it would be a little much to put on the bed. It'd be too strong for me, but you know, you may love it. I love the fragrance, and all of those are really nice detergents. They're clean, they're good. There's just really strong contenders in the detergent thing. And I like very much Archipelago Charcoal Rose. It's a little flowery. I don't think it's so flowery that a man can't use it. It's just that I'm so used to not using fragrance that anything that's very fragrant is just too fragrant for me. Like even when I do the Fraser Fur, I do about a half a tablespoon of the detergent and then a pinch of soap flakes to get the extra cleaning power. And I usually throw in a little baking soda just because, you know, I just basically add enough of that detergent to get the fragrance without it being very strong. So I'm still using the same bottle I had last year, which I haven't used it yet. I'm probably going to in a couple of weeks. But I really like it. To me, it smells like a camp. It smells like camping. I know it's supposed to smell like Christmas, and it does in November and December, but the rest of the year, to me, it smells like being in the forest and around pine trees, so I really like it. So those are the things that I have going on. You know, I will be back regular next week. I'm very glad to be back in the store. I know a couple of these have been a little weird because I've been traveling. But if you have questions, always just pop them in the comments, and I will pick them up. It may take a week or two, but I will pick them up. And with that, I hope you have a really great day. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. And if you have a question, go in. Oh, by the way, I typically never ask people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna. You should sign up for our email. Oh my gosh, I have one more thing to tell you. Okay, I'm so glad we did this. If you have pre-ordered the book, make sure you have signed up for my email or you follow me on social media. The preload thing, I think, is coming next week. I'm super excited. If you haven't pre-ordered the book, I just recorded the audiobook this week. You can buy it that way. But pre-order it because you want this content. I just read it. It's really good. I'm really, really happy with how the pre-order content came out. It's some extra tips to get you through the holidays until you get the book. So pre-order, and that'll come out next week. But subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really, it makes it show up. It lets you know when I'm live. It lets you know when I post a new YouTube. But it also, you know, it helps out. It helps me because it makes it so that YouTube shows it to other people. And, you know, I just want to tell everybody how to do their laundry and how to clean their house and, I don't know, how to clean their silver with ketchup, which is something you'll find on the download. I hope you have a really great weekend. Thanks so much. Bye.